Hey YouTube, it's Stan. I am back with another one of my DVD updates, and this is probably going to err towards being a slightly longer one because I've got quite a bit to show you guys today that I'm actually really excited about. So first off, I want to start with one of the only standalone things I got, and that is Blade Runner, the Final Cut, 2-disc edition. I picked this up $5 at that local buyout store I was telling you about called Ollie's. Now this was a Ridley Scott movie starring Harrison Ford, based on the novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. And the movie, the Final Cut is a little on the long side. This is the 2007 edit of the movie, which was also released as part of a huge collector's edition. Disc 2 is just an entire documentary, Dangerous Days Making Blade Runner. The movie, I thought it started out a little slow, but it actually did get pretty good. I enjoyed watching it. It's one of the best science fiction movies out there, but I don't know, it didn't really... It was kind of like Alien. Not in the sense, like, the plot or anything, but just in the sense that it seems like Ridley Scott movies, even though he's a brilliant director and he does great work, his movies tend to start out just a little on the slow side, and eventually they pick up speed. And this was one of them. Alien was one of them. I just think that's his method. I mean, I like this. This is definitely worth checking out if you can find it. I know they have it around different stores, and I also know this is out on Blu-ray. So, you know, if you can find this, check it out. It's worth checking out. It definitely is. Next on the list is the other, one of the only other two standalones. And that is Quentin Tarantino's cult classic film, Pulp Fiction. This is also a 2-disc collector's edition that is loaded with all kinds of bonus features. The cast of this movie is totally all-star. It's John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, Amanda Plummer, Maria de Mercedes, Ving Rhames, Eric Stoltz, Rosanna Arquette, Christopher Walken, and Bruce Willis. I haven't seen all of Quentin Tarantino's work, but I had a chance to see this. This was a very well put together film. It's told out of sequence, where it's like the beginning has events, and then it cuts to a bunch of different scenes, and then eventually everything loops around and continues that opening scene. But it's very well put together the way it's done. It's a little on the long side, but it's a great movie. I enjoyed watching this one, and I love this one, actually. Some of the best lines ever from Samuel L. Jackson films are in this one. And it actually won 7 Academy Award nominations. Well, it had 7. It didn't win 7 Academy Award nominations. But yeah, like I said, great movie. Definitely worth checking out. Not for the little ones, though. I'll tell you that right now. Not for the little ones. And the final standalone film I got is Troy, the director's cut. I'm actually going to do another video where I go through all of the fun stuff that's in this one with you guys. But this I picked up for $10 on buyout at Ollie's. And this is actually like a $40 set. It's got the 2-disc edition of the movie, and it's got all kinds of fun extras with it. I haven't had a chance to watch this one yet, because I know how these director's cuts of these old epics can be very long. I haven't had time to watch it yet, but I've heard good things about the movie. So I will definitely do a video where I show you guys the contents of this. Now the last 3 DVDs I've got for film are not really standalone. I'm going to talk about them individually, even though I haven't had a chance to watch all 3 of them yet. But I know they're definitely something that is very popular, and that is Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. I picked this up $5 on the Ocean City Boardwalk, or I'm sorry, $8 on the Ocean City Boardwalk used. And it's the 2-disc special edition of the film. I finally got a chance to watch the first film in the series. I thought, like I said about Blade Runner, a little slow at the beginning, but it picks up. I've also heard this is the slowest out of the 3 Lord of the Rings films, because this one's got the setup, the backstory, and all like the developments leading into it. But it's got a great cast. It's got Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, Viggo Mortensen, Orlando Bloom, Liv Tyler, Steven Tyler's daughter, is in this. So this is another good one worth checking out, which leads into Lord of the Rings 2 Towers, $5 FYE. One of the two I haven't had a chance to watch. I've heard this is one of the better ones in the series. This one has Gollum. I had a chance to watch part of this one before I did the video. I just want to say right now, Gollum sounds like Donald Duck with a crushed trachea. That's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just an observation I'm putting out there. And finally, the third video, or DVD, is kind of no surprise, Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Haven't had a chance to see any of this one, but I actually, years ago, back when I had Stars, I saw some of the scenes from towards the end where they're in Mordor. I liked what I saw, so I think I'm going to enjoy sitting down. I think tomorrow, maybe, I'm going to do a Lord of the Rings trilogy marathon. It would figure. I start getting into Lord of the Rings when they put the extended cuts out on Blu-ray. That figures. Now, the next one I just want to quickly pop off real quick is WrestleMania 27 on DVD. I am a big pro wrestling fan, so 3-disc collector's edition of WrestleMania, definitely where it's at for me. Not the best WrestleMania I've seen, but it's got the return of The Rock. And that, in and of itself, made it worthy of being a historic WrestleMania in my mind. I've definitely seen better WrestleManias, but this one I enjoyed picking up, and it's got some great Hall of Fame inductions, including the great Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels got inducted. That should give you reason to get the 3-disc edition right there. Now, the last couple of DVDs I'm going to go over with you guys are just TV on DVD. Seinfeld, Seasons 1 and 2. Now, the reason they packed Seasons 1 and 2 together is because Season 1, I think, was released on a standalone DVD. Not a 2-disc or anything, just a standalone DVD called Seinfeld The Lost Years, or Seinfeld The Beginning, or I don't know, Seinfeld something. And it featured the first 5 episodes of the series, which were on disc 1, which meant that the last few discs were all Season 2, the 13 episodes of that. But I'm a big Seinfeld fan. It's a show about nothing, but it ran for 9 seasons, and I thought all 9 seasons were amazing. Iconic episodes like The Soup Nazi, and it is loaded with DVD features. It's got How It All Began, an hour-long look at how Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David first came up with the idea for the show, how it almost didn't get made, and how they emerged with the show that changed the face of television forever. Notes about nothing, inside looks, In the Vault, original sponsored ads that NBC did by Vandelay Industries, Master of His Domain, where Jerry does some never-before-seen stand-up, Yada Yada Yada, which is commentaries, and not that there's anything wrong with that, never-before-seen outtakes. This next one was one of the 2 that I picked up for $5 yesterday at Target, and that is The Best of TV, The Cleveland Show, 8 episodes. I haven't actually seen this show. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I've seen a music video from it, and I know Cleveland from Family Guy. So I look forward to the end, just sit down and check this out. This one has Pilot, Birth of a Salesman, Cleveland Jr.'s Cherry Bomb, A Brown Thanksgiving, From Bed to Worst, Cleveland Brown Christmas, Once Upon a Time in New York, and You're the Man, Cleveland Brown. So I'm excited to watch that. And the other $5 one I picked up was Kathy Griffin, My Life on the D-List, Season 1, which I just realized I never even opened. I wanted to show you guys if it was 1 disc or 2, because I'm not sure how many discs it is. So I wanted to get that open. I'll try and do that really quick now. I never actually got a chance to watch My Life on the D-List from the beginning. I'm a huge Kathy Griffin fan, but I'd only ever seen her do stand-up, and I'd seen like later episodes of My Life on the D-List, like the one where she's buying the house, and she goes around, she's like on the island, and she looks at the house, and she's shopping on Star Island, and she's just going through all the houses, and she's falling in love with them. And I remember I actually got it. Wow, fastest I've ever gotten a DVD open. And she just like goes around, she looks, I think that was like season 4 or 3 or something. So this is, oh, it's one of those snap cases. This will eventually wind up in a CD book with everything else, because that's how I store my stuff usually. And this is a 2-disc DVD. Disc art, not spectacular, but it gets the job done. And it's 4 hours and 27 minutes with Kathy Griffin, including a stand-up special Wow, I didn't realize that. Kathy Griffin is not Nicole Kidman is on here as a special. Wow. That just made this a lot more worth it. Because, like I said, I love her stand-up. Now, these last two DVDs I'm going to show you guys. 90s kids, I'm talking to you now. Okay? I don't want you to freak out on me here. But Rocko's Modern Life Season 1 on DVD. Amazon had released this last year along with The Wild Thornberrys Season 1 as burn on demand or video on demand, where you could order them and they would burn them. 2 discs featuring all 13 original episodes of Rocko, 4 discs with all original 20 episodes of The Wild Thornberrys. 2 of my favorite shows growing up in the 90s. There's a bunch more that you will see in later DVD updates. I'm going to get Angry Beavers Seasons 1 and 2, Cat Dog Season 1, and I think Season 2, Hey Arnold Season 1, Danny Phantom Season 1, Ah Real Monsters Season 1. Thank you, Nickelodeon, for finally doing official releases. These were released through Shout DVD Factory. Shout tends to do a lot of DVD releases. Just looking through what I've got here, I don't know, I thought Shout had done The Family Guy, or the Cleveland one. But Shout does a lot of DVDs. My mom picked up 2 yesterday that were Shout. 30-something Volume 1, Season 1, and My Two Dads with Paul Reiser, and they were both Shout DVD releases. So thank you, Shout, for partnering with Nickelodeon or Amazon or whoever you partnered with to do this. Thank you. I love you. And until next time, this is Dan signing off.